y'all, Rachel with Pirate Junkies View, and I have decided to keep some web diaries that you guys can choose to look at or you can ignore. It's really no big deal, but I'm going to go over my reading, my reviewing, blogging, personal stuff, those type of things, and it's all going to be in here, and I'm going to try to not be boring, but I most likely will be. So, just a warning. If you think I'm boring, don't watch it. But I will hunt you down. Okay. Alright, so reading. As of reading, so I've read a few books in the past week. Ashes by Isla Bick, Juliet Immortal by Stacey J, The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin, Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins, Gina Showalter's Dark Taste of Rapture, and The First Days as the World Dies by Rihanna Frater. So, out of all those books, my favorite so far has been Ashes by Isla Bick, because it is crazy and militaristic, and there's zombies, but not really bad zombies. I mean, there's zombies that like eat people's eyes and stuff and pop them like cherries, but I don't think they've been named as really zombies. It's more like people gone crazy. So that was pretty cool, and I really liked everybody in the story, and the world was weird, and it was just pretty cool. The ending, I was it's a little freaky, but can't wait to read more of that, and that is my choice of books this week. Second up is Lola and the Boy Next Door, which really surprised me because I have not read contemporary romance in a really long time, and I've never been one to read young adult contemporary romance. Well, I've been reading a lot of young adult when I was reading actual just regular romance. So I guess that says something. But Lola and the Boy Next Door was really good, and I think Lola should be a vampire, and that would be good. I mean, she could be like this very flamboyant and dressed up vampire. Yeah, I think that should be the second book. Lola becomes a vampire. All right, let's see. Books that really didn't impress me were Juliet Immortal and The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, which I like Juliet Immortal. It was good. It was just a recreation of Romeo and Juliet, and it was rather unoriginal. And the ending was just too perfect, I mean, Romeo and Juliet was this big tragedy, and then, so we're going to rewrite it into, never mind. But I liked it. I did. I just, it wasn't epic. Is that how to say it? Speaking of not very epic, let's talk about Mara Dyer and the disappointment that was. It's getting tons of 5-star reviews on Goodreads, and I just could not understand it. The book was not put together at all well. There was all these plot twists and turns that I guess were supposed to keep you on your toes, but it just led to, like, what is going on? I mean, I understand that the main character is supposed to be a little schizo and psycho and crazy or whatever, and so it's supposed to lead you to that I'm kind of crazy, feeling in the book. Yeah. I was so disappointed in this book, and the main guy character, the Noah Shaw character, oh, he's so sexy. People comparing him to Edward Cullen, and yeah. I mean, I've heard he was a total douchebag. That's all I can say. It's just he's supposed to sleep with all these people, and she just doesn't care, I guess. I mean, hey, your boyfriend slept with like a million people before you. He probably has an STD. Check it out. Get him checked. Bring him to a clinic. And the thing with the Jamie guy that I really wasn't sure, I mean, was he like in love with Noah? Because he kind of seems that he always talked about him. But then it was like, I guess, a love-hate because he supposedly Jamie slept with Noah's sister. I was so confused. And then Noah slept with Jamie's sister, yeah. So that is my take on Mara Dyer. WTF. Books. The Dark Taste of Rapture by Gina Showalter was really good. I liked it. And it was the latest Alien Huntress. And The series, The Alien Huntress, is pretty good, but I mean, you know, it's pretty standard, and they have all these characters that come out of, you know, I mean, typical crazy paranormal romance series. You know, all these people, and everybody hooks up, and the whole story follows the line of hookups, and we all hook up, and this one sleeps with this one, and they have a book, and then the next one in the series has a book, and let's see, everybody gets married and is in love forever. Sorry, apologize for that rant. So, The Dark Taste of Rapture covers Noelle, who we met in the last book with Ava and Mikkel. So, Noelle hooks up with Hector, and they have a very, I'm going to use a big word, tumultuous relationship. They basically, you don't know if they're going to kill each other or have sex. Or he's going to accidentally kill her, and then which you know they're not, because it's a paranormal romance, so you know they're going to have the HEA at the end. But it was a good book, and it kept you going. And then the scariest book that I've read in a really long time, The First Days as the World Dies, scared my pants off. Wouldn't say that it's the best written book out there, but it was scary as all hell. I mean, just the opening, which you could tell he put a lot of work into this opening scene, which, from what he says on his blog, I'm saying his. It's her. Sorry. What she says, I am sorry, that is a total fail. What she says on her blog is that she had that first story written as like a short story, and then her readers had asked her to extend it. Well, it's this housewife standing in her, I guess, outdoors, and she locked her child in the house because the child is a zombie. The 3-year-old child is a zombie, and the 3-year-old's fingers are like underneath the door and trying to get to her, along with her husband and her 12-year-old boy, who tried to save her life from her husband that was going to kill her. So she's lost her 3-year-old, her 12-year-old, and her husband all in one fell swoop, and she's standing on the lawn just waiting to get eaten by them. Yeah, scared me to death. So definitely recommend that. All right, so read those books, except The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Don't read that book. Blogging, Supernatural Smackdown starts in September, and I'm doing it with Dark Fairy Tales, and she's probably going to kill me because I am slacking. Sorry, Angela, but it should be epic. Personal, kid's been sick, husband's been out of town. It's always how it works, huh? Roaches and nose ring incidents and things like that, if you follow me on Facebook. It's been terrible. So he needs to come back home, like, now. And I guess that's about it. Can't think of anything else to rant or rave about. I will be starting some Twitter parties from now on because my Twitter account is getting monstrous, and I like that because it's good marketing, and I'm getting some attention because y'all all know I love some attention. And so look forward to Twitter parties and more contests and giveaways and fun things like that, and I'll have that planned, and I'll try to get it organized. And then on the design front, we have some good designs coming out. My waiting list is still huge, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through that, even with the working constantly on them and not having a real job. Isn't that awesome? And, speaking of which, heard from some friends that still work there, and they're hurting without me. I love it, even though I feel bad for them. I do. I feel terrible that y'all are, but it makes me feel good that I'm missed, at least in some part. But that's about it, people. So see you maybe next Friday when I do this again. Or if I only get like one person that watches this, maybe I'll rethink it. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. So, bye.